Today in Ninja K number 1, we learn the ABCs of English ninjutsu.
You are now watching WhoDooTV.
Welcome to WhoDooTV.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up.
I'm Hoosier.
And I'm Jared.
Today we're talking about Ninja K number 1. This is written by Christos Gage. The art is by Tomas Giorello, and the colors is Diego Rodriguez. I can't say enough how excited I am for this book. It is great.
What a breakout issue this is. This is the way to start a series. It is a fat book. We'll tell you that right now. It's about 40 some pages, and it just is packed, dense, full of information. I mean, this gives you everything you need just to coast on this one.
You are definitely going to want to read this, and we are going to spoil it now. So make sure you hit pause, read this book, come back, and come enjoy this conversation we're going to have about a great story that looks beautiful.
So this book starts off with Ninja D talking to Colin. He's going into the history of the ninja program. And it all started with a contracted ninja from Japan in World War I.
Right. And he was very useful during that time. And they learned, hey, maybe we should use a ninja full time with us. And they get Ninja, turns out to be Ninja A after a while, because he is going to train Ninja B to be the first English ninja in the ninja program. And it turns out to be pretty good until the two countries kind of go at each other and those two become enemies.
Yeah, and now we have Ninja B, and he's out there trying to continue this program. He trains Ninja C, but they realize that they need somebody that can train people full time. They have this strong ninja, operative that they have, and he's spending half his time training somebody. Like, that resource could be used somewhere else. And
Ninja B was smart enough to realize that, hey, maybe this Ninja A is not teaching me everything. Maybe he's some stuff that he's holding back to me. And so that's when tech started. Ninja A didn't really use tech, but Ninja B did to get this new tech in there. And Ninja B and C learn to train, and then they get the Joni to come in. And Ninja D, who's telling Colin the story, is pretty much the first one to be trained by this Japanese headmaster. They didn't even know his name. He was just the Joni.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't really have any allegiances either. It's just he goes where he needs to. I guess maybe where the money's at, perhaps.
Right. They didn't give us much into him. I want to learn more about this Joni and what makes him qualified. What makes him who he is. And why doesn't he have allegiance? He must have learned this art of being a ninja through the Japanese at some point too. And where is this at? So, and it says that he has like a Japanese name. They just didn't know it. But it's an interesting piece. And we also get to see Colin there, right? And Colin goes on a mission to Hong Kong in the current time. And looks to be saving a young man that was being abducted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, held hostage. It seemed to be an ambassador's son. But while he's bringing the son back, he gets a call from Livewire, who wants to spend a little time together, apparently.
And a little brown chicken, brown cow, I like to call it. And so they have this intimacy, but only in the physical way. And Colin will not open up to Livewire, so there's this conflict in the relationship. And it sounds like it's been going on for a short while. And Livewire doesn't want much more to happen if Colin doesn't want to let her in to who he really is.
Shortly after this tryst, if you will, Neville comes up to talk to Colin, and he shares some bad news. He tells him that they have found Ninja D dead, and it's not just from old age. He's been killed.
Right, and we also learned that a couple of the older ninjas have been basically assassinated recently, and they learn about sub-ninjas or backup ninjas, and there's Ninja D3, and not the Mighty Ducks. It is a backup ninja for Ninja D, and it is D3. And so Colin decides he needs to go pay him a visit, because it seemed like he was kind of close with Ninja D in the very beginning of the book.
And upon arriving there, he talks with D3 a little bit, and D3 is giving him a little bit of information about what the circumstances of Ninja D's missions were in the past, but he's not giving him a whole lot. But their conversation is cut a little short because they get a visitor.
Right. During that time, he's also talking about Madame Charade and how she can shapeshift, and yet her and Ninja D had a lot of sexual encounters, it seems like, and yet she was always trying to kill him. So that's the first person Ninja D3 thinks.
That's right.
But yet, yeah, then we get Ninja D3's outside crew is all getting killed, and it's pretty much left to what are they trying to do? They're going after D3, or they know that Colin is there, Ninja K, and who's next to go down in the ninja program or to be hunted, I say.
So at the end of this issue, we're left with Colin being shot in the shoulder and blown up in this house. And this mysterious other ninja character comes over and speaks to MI6 motto of Semper Occultus, which in English stands for he was always hidden. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of directions this could go.
Where is the mythos of the ninja program? Where did it come from? And where is it? How did it get to where it went to Ninja K? And we also learned Ninja L is already dead. Where is this coming from? And you know what? I want to learn so much more just about this history. Just in this one book, it really does give you a lot. I mean, obviously it does go off of that 007 vibe, right? Where you get multiple agents that are coming in. And it's just it's a fantastic book.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, the artwork is great. Tomas Giorello is an awesome artist. Like, just everything feels so real and just full and depth. There's just a lot of depth to these panels. It's great. Diego Rodriguez on colors. I mean, we saw this team up with the first arc of Exo MANOWAR, and man, they just brought it again.
It's a great pairing. It's a great pairing. Yeah, that first 3 issues in Exo MANOWAR were amazing, and this kind of gets into that same piece. Diego Rodriguez just has this great palette, and I just dig the way it works, and especially with Giorello's pens, his inks. It's great.
Yeah, you know, I kind of at first expected sharper lines, sharper colors and everything in this book, but if you really take a step back, and I only expected that because this is about ninjas, and like, of course, ninjas deal with knives, and I expected the artwork to kind of show that in a little bit, but taking a step back, this book is much more about the espionage than it is about like being a ninja, because there's just it's just layers on layers on this one, and they're digging into what happened really. So I think it really fits. I think it fits really well.
And I just love the way Christos Gage wrote, right? In the first half of this book, it's coming from a caption content, right? A narrator content. And it was clear that who it was, that it was Ninja D. And then later on in the book, it moved back into Colin doing it. And it was just so clear how that worked. And there was no question about it. He was really good at writing a character's voice. And I just love it when a writer can do that. When you could just start reading something and kind of get an idea of where it's coming from. And he did it spot on. And this book flowed so well in the way it kind of moved from point to point. He's a great writer.
I agree. I mean, the fact that he can fit so much into this book, and I'll say it is a larger book, but there are lots of little pieces that I think can be expounded on, you know, like just even in these small conversations between Colin and Neville, or Colin and D, or Colin and D3,
right?
Like, there's just these things that it can go, and he's made the world feel huge in just 40 pages.
And then you also get Colin King and Livewire, right?
Right, yes.
You get them. And where are those two going? What's up with that? I mean, we know a lot of Colin's backstory with his family and the abuse and the butler. But now we're getting this Ninja L, and what hurts does he have of the ninja after him passing away? What more is there? What kind of, what's got him completely breaking down the way he does, you know what I mean? Because he's great as Ninjak, but he has a tough time being Colin.
Yeah. He did have a woman he loved.
Right.
And she was killed, and then, well, he thought she died, and then she was brought back as...
Right, and
Roku.
They were also partners at one time too, just
Yes,
like they
were.
are on Unity.
Yes, they were.
So
I can definitely see how Colin could definitely have reservations about jumping into this, but it's Livewire. I mean,
right.
You gotta let her in. She's awesome. Come on, Colin.
Right? Right? Oh, man.
But, I mean, just us having this conversation right now, feeling what Livewire is saying and feeling where Colin is coming from, Christos Gage is killing it. I mean, he really makes us see that and really feel that in these characters.
Right. So as far as writing, I would say I give this a 5.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like I give 5s all the time to Valiant, especially in their number 1s, but they just keep bringing it. So this is another 5. I mean, this book rocks, and it feels like James Bond. It feels like just this action-packed adventure that we're gonna get into, of like digging deep into all these like little pieces and finding the connections between them. Like, man, I can't wait for the next issue.
Give it to me now. Art 5.
5, absolutely, on art.
Book 5. Yes, this should be on your pull list. To go with Bloodshot Salvation.
Yes.
To go with Exo MANOWAR. And possibly Quantum and Woody, that's coming out in a month.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time to be following Valiant, I tell you guys.
Right. Let's learn more about Ninjak and Ninja K and who's next coming up. Make sure you check out all the cool covers that are out with Ninja F, and then there's like Ninja G, and a couple other ones. There's a lot of them. So check out those variant covers that we've posted here on the video, and make sure you look at them. And then tell us which one you like the best. Which ninja character do you think looks the coolest?
Let us know down below. Hey, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button below.
There's also that subscribe button down there too. Make sure you punch that. We'd appreciate it. Follow us at Twitter at WhoDooTV, also on Facebook.
Yeah, and we'd like to thank our friends over at OutrightGeekery.com. Be sure to check them out. They got all sorts of nerdy stuff on there.
Links down in the description. Thank you for watching WhoDooTV. We appreciate you guys.